All right, so Fisch is updated, and you're probably wondering, DV, how do I get... Not this one, not this one. This one's pretty cool. No. We're talking about the Megalodon. Yeah, you can't even see it right now. Hold on. Let me get on my boat. This is what you're looking for, right? The Megalodon. Everyone wants these. Maybe you want the original one. Maybe you want the Phantom one. This one's pretty cool too. Or maybe you want a scorched one or a negative one. Well, these are just mutations, all right? But today we're going to be talking about the new event. We have a new Ancient Isle expansion. We also have the Ancient Archives. I'm going to show you how to get that. I completed this earlier today. We're almost done with the Ancient Isle, and I'm going to show you how to get all these. And we're also going to cover the new fishing rods, aka fishing poles. If you didn't know, the fishing rods are also called fishing poles. A lot of people don't know that. First of all, let's talk about the Ancient Isle and how you get there. So some, basics first for those of you that are noobs. What you're going to want to do, you're going to start on Moosewood, and you can see Moosewood is right there. So you're just going to want to go east towards Ancient Isle. There's the main island here, which you can see, and then there's some smaller islands over here. So right here, this little island is going to be where your shipwright is. So if you're trying to get a boat and stuff, there's your shipwright. We were just here. And then this island on this corner right here, this is just where you get your stone fishing rod. Now, the stone fishing rod is one of 2 purchasable new rods. It's right here. It's actually quite trash, so you don't have to worry about this one. If you want it, it's only 3,000, but it's pretty bad. The other purchasable rod is the Phoenix rod. And then there's an additional 8 new rods, which are inside of the, basically inside there, inside the archives. That's where the archives are. So first, let me show you how to get the other rod. And how to do that is you need to go behind the mountain. So this is where the waterfall is the front. I'll consider that the front. And the back is over here. Now, in the back of this island is the secret entrance. It's not really the back. It's kind of like in the corner. But you can see there's like vines here. So if you go to the top of the mountain, I'll show you how to get there. While we're heading up to the top of the mountain though, dude, it's Mosasaurus. I think I'm more excited about this than the Meg. Do you think this could take the Meg on? I don't know. I don't think it can. I will tell you though, they made it really hard to get to the top of the mountain. It is a pain. All right, so inside of here, again, there's the top up there. Inside of here, if you go in, you're going to notice there's 3 different things. You're not seeing the third thing, but first one you're going to see is the Phoenix rod. This rod is 40,000. It's not very good though. It's like it has a crazy weight limit. I wasn't a fan. That's all I'm going to say. But I ended up buying like the King's Rod because that's way better. And then right here is the Eclipse Totem. We're going to talk about the Eclipse in a minute. And they're going to see something right here, which is the Earth Fragment. And that's what we're going to cover next. So fragments are required mainly right now to be able to open the archives. So again, you see the bestiary. There's an Ancient Archives. I'm going to show you how to open that. It does require 4 players. So you're not going to be able to do this by yourself, unfortunately. You need to have some friends or some strangers. Some people will be willing to help out, but I'm going to say it's probably not going to be as easy as you think. You need you need some friends. But right here, you got the Eclipse Totem. The reason why this is important, you need the Eclipse in order to be able to do multiple things. One is to open the archive. The other is to be able to get the Eclipse rune. So you're going to want to do this at the same time, in my opinion, because that's when the Eclipse is active. You only need to have it done once. Now, what I'm talking about here is if you go to Ancient Isle here in the bestiary, you're going to notice the solar fragment. This solar fragment is up top where the mountain is. I'm going to go back up there in a second. And then the Earth Fragment is what was inside here. So that's where that is. I'm going to show you how to get the Ancient Fragment and Sea Fragments next. They're really easy. But the main one I would say you're going to need some help on is this one. And then you're going to want to have help right away while the Eclipse is active to be able to go and do the door, because you're not going to be able to open the door without the Eclipse. The archives, you need the Eclipse in order to be able to turn the totems. So let's go back up. See if I can get up here real easy. All right, so at the very top of the mountain, you're going to notice there's a fragment. You can't pick it up unless it's an eclipse, and it'll be right here next to the tree. So it'll be like right here, and you need an eclipse for that. And again, that is this one. That's free. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is head down here. You're going to be able to do this pretty quickly, and you might even want to do this before you even do the eclipse, that we can have them already done. But we're just going to use glider down here. So you see there's this waterfall, right? There's 2 waterfalls. There's this one, and then there's a little river here, and then there's another waterfall. This is where the archives are. They're right under this like river thing. They're right under it. So what you're gonna want to do is land, I would say, actually, yeah, land right here first, and then you're gonna fish just in this area. That's how you're going to get the Ancient Fragment. You can see I've got like 5 of them. They're pretty easy to get. They're really common. And then the other one you're going to get is down here in the water below. I'm just going to show you a clip from my live stream because I don't want to have to go back down there. But basically, there's the deep sea one right in there. So after that, you're going to have all of them. And then from here, you're just going to hop over. You can also glide down. So if you don't want to do that, you can just glide in. But you're going to come in here. and you're going to go to the rope and hook up like that. You're going to go down, and then inside here, you're going to see 4 totems. Now, you do need 4 players for this. You can't do this by yourself. Each player needs to stand on these platforms, and each player should only put in 1 fragment per totem. I heard that someone put in 2 of them, and they kind of broke it for everyone. So you want to make sure each player is the one controlling this. And then basically, you're just going to insert the fragment. The fragment's going to go in the little slot. So you can see there's the other side of this. There's the fragment. And then right here, I already have it open. So once you open it, you keep it open. So that's kind of nice. If you jump servers and stuff, it's always going to be open for you. There's going to be like a vault door here. You can only rotate these things when there's an eclipse. So if you want to wait until everyone's got their stuff, you can do so and then run the eclipse. The eclipse totems are 250,000. If you miss that, it's kind of expensive. But I'm going to show you a clip of my live stream here, but we can see when you are rotating them, the basically it's like a combination lock. And when you get the color right for your totem, it'll light up. So if I'm on orange, it's going to show orange circle outline. If I'm on blue, then it's going to show, basically a blue outline and so on. And you need all of them to line up and light up, and then it's going to open and animate and unlocked for you. After that, you're going to come in here. You're going to want to have glider because it's just easier to get across. But you come in here, and again, this is where the meteors and gems come in play because you need those in order to be able to craft your rods. So after that, by the way, you don't really have to worry about fragments. I don't have any need for fragments now. But you just jump on the side here, glide across. Also, if you fall, you're not going to die. It's just water down there, and you can fish into that water to help complete your bestiary right here. So you can see there's not that many fish. You got a handful of them. And then you can get that completed. So we're going to cross this. And then over here is going to be all the rods. These are 8 different craftable rods. Come up to this anvil here. Looks pretty cool. And then I only have 3 of them unlocked because they are level based. So they're level locks. This one's right here, 750. This one's 650, 500. There's 450. From what I understand, the no life rod is still like able to be crafted. I'm not 100% on that, so you're gonna have to check up on that. I'm not sure. I'm hearing some conflicting information. But 450, 400, 200, and then 145, and I'm currently like only 90, so I'll be getting this one pretty soon. Now, these are not great rods. I would say precision rod out of these 3 are probably the best. These are pretty bad on their weights, so you can see max weight is 1,000, max weight 800. This one's 12,000, which is kind of nice. It also has nice luck. It also has nice lure speed and nice resilience. Overall, I think the precision rod is probably one of the best out of these. However, this one right here, this is the wisdom rod. It's a mystical rod that rewards consecutive catches, granting 70 to 100% XP bonus after 5 successful catches in a row. I mean, it's good for XP grind. So maybe if you're just trying to grind stuff and don't really care about what you're catching, this one's actually going to give you better effects on your baits. It doubles the effects of all bait, enhancing your fishing experience and increasing the efficiency of every catch. So whatever you're doing, it's going to double it. Now let's talk about these ingredients inside the rod. So you have different gems. You get these gems through meteors. I'm going to show you one in a second here. And then also you have driftwood. Driftwood you're going to get through cages. So you're going to use crab cages to do that. And then what you're going to do in order to be able to get the lunar and mythical and all these different variants of it, you need to appraise the driftwood at the appraiser in moosewood. So I know it might confuse you if you're new to the game, but basically appraising gives you different chances to mutate the thing you're doing. So like if you want, for example, you want to get like a abyssal or scorched or big, maybe you want to increase the size of your fish, you can go and get it appraised, and it basically re-rolls the fish. That's all it really is. It's like a re-roll, and you get a chance to get a better fish. So you got the different mythical, lunar, and all that stuff. And then you have magic threads. Magic threads are from treasure chests, so you're going to need to go and get lots of treasure chests. I'm glad I still have all my treasure maps because that's how you're going to get the magic threads. And then, of course, these do have costs too. So like this one's 7,500, 50,000, 15,000, and then apparently this one right here is 10 million. So good luck. Good luck to you. Now, talking about appraising stuff, one question I got a lot was like, if you re-roll any, like the Phantom, will you lose the Phantom visuals? And no, the Phantom's not a mutation. It's actually just a different, species of the Meg. There's the regular one, there's the Phantom one, and then there's an ancient one that we don't really know how to get yet. So right here, it is still grayed out. From what I understand, this is bugged and you can't, it's like impossible to get right now. That's what I've seen from staff. They said it is likely bugged and that's why no one's able to get it. And apparently you can get like Meg, like fangs and Meg spines. I'm not really sure about that. No one's really seemed to have gotten them yet. So I guess it's kind of bugged as well. But you're going to need that for some of your rods. So it's not just gems and stuff. You also need like parts. Now, the other part of that is how do you get all these? Well, meteors are really easy. You can get them through meteor totems. The meteor totem is basically at the top of the volcano. I'm not really going to show you how to do that in this video because it's kind of clear across the map. You're going to want to have the totem, or you could just server hop. I notice you can get them sometimes just server hopping. I've gotten 3 of them from that. Just reload your VIP server or just server hop, and sometimes they'll just come down. They've been kind of buggy since the update, so sometimes they don't actually explode and show the gem inside. Maybe give it a day or 2 before you really grind some of this stuff, or start spending too many coins on it. But the meteor totem, I believe it's like, I think it was like 80,000 for the totem. And I'll show you where it actually lands. So it lands over here every time. And in fact, I'll just show you one from my live stream. So you can see it lands right there, and you just go up to it and claim it. I did get another one earlier, and I got a bobber. Apparently there's bobbers. So I got a gem bobber. There it is. So that's what it looks like, the gem bobber. But yeah, you basically, it'll land right here in this big area, and then you just go up to it and claim it, and you get the gem. There's another aspect of this update that we still haven't figured out yet. I don't think anyone's gotten it either. They got like these amber things. Yeah, this person right here. So it's like they've got a bunch of amber around the shark, and if you talk to them, you say, can you chip the amber off this fish? And it's 75. So you gotta catch something that looks like this. And I haven't seen anything like that in the game yet. Let me know in the comments below. Have you found any fish with amber? And how does it work? I'm just curious as a chiseler. Now let's talk about the megalodons and how to catch them. That's kind of a big question. How do we get them, DV? Well, they spawn very rarely. During the live update, it was spawning like constantly. I only ever see them like northeast, sometimes east of the isle. I've never seen them like anywhere else. So you kind of need to be near the isle, and you can usually go, so like this is the pond right here, and you can generally see them like out there. So I've never really found them anywhere else but out here. There's a lot of speculation on how to get these. A lot of people are trying to use sundials on them. They've also tried eclipses. They've tried all kinds of things. Now the eclipse is going to give you a higher chance to get the phantom, which is this glowing one. And one thing I want to give you a tip on though is your equipment bag. Now, a lot of people are saying you can catch megs with the trident rod. And then there's a bunch of people saying you cannot, because main reason of contention is max kg here. It says 6,000, and most megs are over 6,000 kilograms. So are you ending up with like a smaller meg as a result of that? Or are you missing out on the meg period? You can't catch it with that rod if it's bigger. And I've caught all of mine with the rod of the depths. The only thing I had to change is the resilience because I didn't have enough relics, so don't judge. But this one right here is a max kg of 30,000. That means you could pretty much catch all the way up to the ancients. The ancients are up to 30,000 or around 30,000 each, unless for some reason the ancient is over 30,000, then we're cooked and you have to use the king's rod, which is pretty nice anyway, because the king's rod, you got infinite kg, so it'll catch anything. And then you got the resilience of 35%, so it's going to be easier to control. And then control is 0.15. You also have decent luck, 55%. And then the only downside is you have to wait forever with this thing unless you're using a faster bait, or if you maybe get hasty on it, that'd be kind of nice. But the king's rod you can get from the Statue of Sovereignty if you're looking for that. If you really want that one, it's kind of expensive. I can't remember what I spent on it. It was like, I think it was over 100,000. Maybe it was 120. I don't remember. But you're gonna get that from the Statue of Sovereignty down below where you enchant your rods. If you don't know how to do all that stuff, then you're probably not ready for this update at all. But as far as the bait for the meg, you're going to want to use fish heads or shark heads. I used fish heads just fine. From what I understand, you can also use magnets. You can also use coral. A lot of people had success with coral. That was the first catch that I ever got, was using coral. But I'm going to show you the animation here of me catching a couple of these megs. Enjoy. We got this. Boom. Oh, dude, it's a phantom. Yeah, we got a phantom. Let's go. Now, the megs are currently spawning like shark hunts. So if you're trying to find one, good luck. It's super rare. You kind of have to just wait around and hope that one spawns. They will notify you now. So early on in the update, they weren't notifying you at all when one would spawn. But from what I understand, the devs have patched that. And I would assume you're going to see more patches probably by tomorrow on this game because there's a lot of bugs. And so hopefully they'll improve it, maybe make it a little easier for you to get megs. Thanks so much for watching. Good luck on your meg hunting. Until next time. Happy grinding. Peace.